Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about something exceptionally fucking retarded. From Bounds into Comics, after attacking France, Amazon Studio the Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power trailer gets roasted on YouTube with quote attributed to J.R.R. Tolkien. Yes, actually, this is actually very cool. People are actually doing a backlash against the retarded woke piece of shit. And I dearly fucking hope this show bombs badly, because it needs to bomb. Obviously, it's not going to on season 1, but here's hoping for season 2. Prime Video and Amazon Studios released their first trailer for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power during Super Bowl, was quickly roasted with a quote attributed to The Lord of the Rings creator J.R.R. Tolkien. Polish, English, Russian, and The Lord of the Rings fans across the world, even Spanish too. Evil cannot create anything new, it can only distort and destroy what was invented or created by the forces of good. Pretty much everything that can be described in that sentence is what we are facing today. The forces of evil have pretty much grasped Star Wars, Star Trek, and everything in between, and they destroyed everything. They grabbed it and they mocked it. They can only distort and destroy everything we have that is woke today. Every show that gets remake or remade, or garbages like this Lord of the Ring TV show, is actually the forces of evil destroying everything we hold dear. Everything that was created for good is now distorted by the forces of evil. But don't worry, fact checkers will come on to the rescue for the forces of evil and say, guys, actually, we are not the forces of evil. In fact, you are. And as you can see, everything here we're creating, it's not actually distorting its creation, and we are not appropriating anything. You're evil! Boo, boo, boo! Yeah, what's the bet that's the truth that they are going to say? The quote appears to be a paraphrase from The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, where Frodo tells Sam, the shadow that bred them can only mock, it cannot make. Not real new things on its own. I don't think it gave life to the orcs. It only ruined them and twisted them, and if they are to live at all, they have to live like other living creatures. Here's just a sample of the numerous uses. Using the phrase to roast the Lord of the Rings, the rings of power don't care. In Polish, the phrase reads, I don't care. Look at this. It's in Russian, Portuguese, Spanish, I know there's Spanish somewhere. Look at this, It's beautiful seeing people roasting this goddamn fucking bee parody. Shit, did I actually forget to switch screen? Oh my. I did a boo-boo. I'm a boober. Well, actually, turning all of fucking this. It's beautiful seeing this. It's beautiful seeing people actually roasting the bee fucking parody that is... No, this looks more like a bee parody of Dungeons and Dragons movie than anything else. It's garbage. It's an insult to everything we hold dear. Anyway, the repetition of the phrase attributed to Tolkien comes after Prime Video and Amazon Studio used Vanity Fair to deride fans critical of the show. Oh yes, I remember. No, actually, if you want, you can go and check my early content, in which I actually showed that some of the PhDs that they use are people who know things are in fact not known things, and the PhD are not even worth the paper it is printed on because they are actually gender studies major. Hey, if you're going to waste money on becoming an over-glorified burger flipper, at least do your job and flip burgers instead of actually ruining another IP. Like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Star Trek. Anyway, Vanity Fair writer Anthony Brusnikan and Joanna Robinson called Lord of the Rings Rings of Power trolls in their piece. Specifically wrote, when Amazon released the photos of its macro cast, even without cartooning the plot details, the studio endured a reflexive attack from trolls, the anonymous online kind. They went on to cite a feminist activist, when they described us as Tolkien scholar. She's not. She's the actual gender studies major who apparently has no knowledge of what is Lord of the Rings. It's kind of like the people they found to actually write Star Trek TV shows as of late. None of them seem to be Star Trek fans. Anyway. Obviously, there was nothing to be post and backlash, but the question is from whom? When these people that you feel so threatened and disgusted by the idea that an elf is back on Latino raisins. Very simple. Elf kind of represents the word itself. Yeah, it's supposed to be white and blonde. But even more so, you're actually destroying the history created by Tolkien. Then, if you want people of colorixen, go and create stories based on that storyline back there. That is usually, I think it's Haradrim or something like that. Or, if you want proper representation, like you see that if there is a cast 100% black everything as great representation, then go on and make a story from myth, from Africa or something, and cast on all black people and make this series. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to watch it, maybe even I, if it's good. But do it instead of actually appropriating the stories from a story that is based on medieval England and things like that. Because what you see there, what you see, all of that in there is based on the goddamn fucking Middle Age England. And back then, let me put it this way, neither side, either Africa, you know, the sub-Saharan Africa or Central Africa, was aware that Europe existed. Neither Europe knew that Sub-Saharan Africa or Central Africa existed. So there was no intermingling of people. And what you're doing here is just doing the darnest thing of having very little self-respect. And plus, remember the idiots who actually conflated orcs with black people? Yeah, if you actually hold that thought, maybe you are the racist one. Because before I even read that, I never even actually connected even the thought of orcs being blacks. In fact, I still don't, and I still think that any idiot doing that is a goddamn filthy racist. Anyway, what was I? Alright, I forgot about the dwarven queens. Guys, we were queens and Siths. Yeah, that hen, full of Cheeto. She seems to actually eat a lot of Cheeto just to rule her kingdom. But let's just go into detail here a little bit. Dwarves are actually cave dwellers. They live in mines, caves, and things like that. So, biologically speaking and evolutionarily speaking, they should be nearly albino. They should be very white and not black. Black people are usually people who live under a lot of sun with a lot of radiation. Yeah, radiation from the sunlight. So basically, what you get here is biologically impossible. But then again, they actually say, guys, it's just fantasy. Well, if it's just fantasy, then there is no problem of actually including an AR-15 in there, or an Abrams tank, or an Apache helicopter, and have war against them Sauron forces. What's stopping any of that? If you can actually allow a black woman Ixen of color Ixen become the Queen Ixen of the dwarves, then it's only logical that you can actually have an Abrams tank. Fighting shells, heat shells, high explosive shells against the orcs. Huh? Why not? Huh? Why do you draw the line in there? There must be a reason, so I can actually know how much I can include. Maybe I can even include a computer in there. A cell phone? Huh? No? Huh? Okay, so I'm never going to know what line is wrong, the reason behind it, huh? God damn it. Since this is Valentine's Day, so have a happy, merry Valentine's Day. And for the no, I need to actually say this. This is a reference if you're watching. I'm not fried today. Yeah. Anyway, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.